So next up, we actually have the overview of pathways. As I mentioned previously, it could be one of the areas that we have doubts on when it comes to Toastmasters. So in order to conduct this session, I invite DTM Nisal.
Yes, still here. Give me 1 minute. My
Sure, no
camera
problem.
is not okay. I think now it should work. All right, there
Yeah,
you
it's working.
go. Superb. So, hopefully by now, most of you might have picked a path in Pathways. Can I get some thumbs up if you have already picked a path in the Pathways program? Okay, some people have done it. Right. So what I want others to do is today, soon as you complete this entire program, go and pick your path, because that should be the first step what you need to do in the Pathways program. So with that, let me again share my screen, and let me share a few resources, and let me guide you through the Pathways program and tell you how you can uh, use Pathways. Yes, I think now you should see my screen. Right. Superb. Right. So starting off with, if you want to learn about Pathways, what's the program and all about. So basic place what you need to go is you need to go to toastmasters.org. In the top tabs, there is a lot of Pathways details. But when you go to learn more, you will get the Pathways program basics. So now Pathways program gives you a lot of things. Now in summary, if I tell you, there are 300 unique competencies. Now, when it comes to the corporate world, a lot of the companies are searching for competencies in individuals. So this is a wonderful program for you to gain a lot of competencies, and there are 11 specialized learning paths. And the best part is all these things are online. And if you want printed material, it's very rarely that a young individual would want a printed material. But if you still want printed material, you'll have to pay some amount, and still you can get it down from US if you want printed material. But my recommendation is always use the online digital things, because you can access all these things anytime, anywhere. Now with that, now in the pathways, I said 11 paths are there. So these are few of the paths which is available: dynamic leadership, effective coaching, engaging humor, innovative planning, leadership development, motivational strategies. Now, when you hear these words, you might not get, okay, what's inside this. You might not get that understanding when you look at the program overall. But if you go in and if you like read it through, you will understand what kind of projects are there, what are the basic things what you have to do, and what are the entire program is all about. So you will get a basic understanding. Now in a high level, when you join Toastmasters, you get to pick a one path. Now some of you have picked that one path. Once you pick that path, in that path there are levels. Now as you can see here, the 5 levels are mentioned: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have to start with always with the first level. First level have set of things which are basic for everyone, and second level also will contain set of things which are unique to everyone. And from the third level itself, some of the things what we do are unique to the path what we pick. Now I have picked effective coaching. Now in that effective coaching, now I am almost in between the third and the fourth level. uh, okay, try to mute. Okay, think. Right, done. So when you, now you must be wondering why Nisal said Nisal is in between the third and fourth level. So some projects takes little bit time. Now in Pathways, there are projects where you need to do speeches in in front of the club audience, and there are roles what you need to do, and there are some special projects as well. Now definitely in coaching, I need to coach another individual. So right now I am stuck because of that. The other individual who I am coaching needs to complete their projects, and once that project are completed, I have to come back and reflect, and I need to share my experience as a coach, how it went and those kind of things. So that is what I am doing in level 3, and since that takes time, I have already started level 4 first project as well. So that is why I said I'm in between my level 3 and level 4. So as you can see, so there are a lot of interesting projects. So there are so much of interesting projects what you can do. When it comes to elective projects, there are fun and interesting projects, but all of us have to start with the level 1, doing a icebreaker. Icebreaker is all about introducing ourselves in front of the club audience, which is a interesting experience. I think some of you have done already the icebreaker, and some of you are yet to start. So my advice to you is pick the path in the pathways program and start preparing for your icebreaker, and take support from your mentor as well, because that is the first step you need to start in this Toastmasters journey. So overall, if I summarize this path and the level thing, so all of us have selected one path, or will be selecting a one path, and each path will have 5 levels. In each level there will be set of projects. In level 1 there are 3 projects, core projects. Inside that there are set of things what we need to do. So that is how the entire pathways program, the path, the levels, and the electives comes into play. When you go to level 3 onwards, there are a set of things which you can say select based on your preference. So that is the overall idea of pathways. Now I know as a new member that is not enough. So what I want you to do is, now I'll take you through the entire pathways program. I think this will be a hands-on experience for you. So you can, after this session, you can go and you can go through and play around in the pathways program. Again, how you can go into your pathways program is, you have to go to pathways, then you have to click on this option called go to Basecamp. Basecamp is the place where your path details are selected. So once I click on go to Basecamp, now you have to understand that I have already logged into my account. So now I am going into the pathways Basecamp. So since our internet in Sri Lanka is not that great, so it took it takes some time to load. So yes, so ideally you need to land to this home page. Now this is the home page. Now since I have been working with my paths, that's why I directly went on to a separate place. So this is the pathways home page where you will have all the details. Now all the path what you pick can be accessed from these paths and learnings. That is more like your educational transcript, where all the details what you're going to do in the Toastmasters journey, the projects, all those things will be there. Now as a speech evaluator, you can go and directly get evaluation sheets as well from the program. And if you want to learn more things, how to use pathways program, how to navigate through, and all those things, there are some tutorial and resources. There are short videos, like 1 minute videos. It shows how to use the pathways, and where you can get all those things and whatnot. So when you have time, just go and check all the tutorials. Then you will understand the entire uh, pathways system. So now I'll just go through one path, and I'll just show you how things are allocated. Now when I go to my paths, so I have already completed my one path, which is the presentation mastery. So I'll just go to that, and I'll show you how the things would look like. uh, my bad, I think I have picked the wrong one. So yeah, that is my third path. So let me go, and the completed set, I have to pick. Yeah, there you go. why I'm picking one of the completed parts is so I can easily show you all the details. So like I said, so this is my progress. So I have 100% completed my first path. So these are the levels which I have: level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and all those things. Now in level 1, these are the things what I need to do. There are 3 projects what I need to do. So I have the icebreaker, I have the evaluation and feedback, and I have the researching and presenting. And keep in mind, inside all these projects, sometimes it's not just one task. Now, for example, icebreaker is just giving your icebreaker in front of the club, introducing yourself. But when you go to evaluation and feedback, there are 3 projects inside it, inside that main project. So you have to read all those things as well. So just to give an idea, let me launch it. Hopefully it will load quickly. And now ideally you might this screen will load to the thank you page or the congratulations page, because I have completed it. Like I said, it landed there. But if you have not started the project, you will land to this introduction page. Or okay, this is the page where you will land. And uh, my advice for all of you is, when you get into a project, take some time, sit in front of the laptop, uh, open this and read through all these information which they have given. Because I have seen sometimes we just skip some and we miss some of the important information. So my humble request for all of you, as a Toastmaster, when you prepare for a project, always read the entire project and understand what is the expectation of the project, because without that, it's there is no learning for you. So now I started reading it. So now it shows me how to use this uh, uh, screen and all these presentations. So now this is my introduction for my project which I'm going to do. So there's a small introduction, and if I click next, again the introduction continues. Now as you can see, it defines what's the purpose of your project, and what's the overview, how many time how much of time you have. Now if I read the overview for the benefit of everyone, choose any topic for your first 5 to 7 minute speech. After your speech, carefully review your feedback. At a future club meeting, present 5 to 7 minute speech in which you incorporate feedback from your first speech. You may choose to present the same speech again or a new speech. Your second speech should reflect some of or all the feedback from your first speech. Finally, after you have completed both speeches, serve as an evaluator at the club meeting and deliver a constructive feedback about another member's representation. So this is why I say it's very important to read. At a glance, when you look at the project, you think, okay, it's just one project, I need to do one thing. But when you read through, it says you have first speech, you have the second speech, then you have you have to be evaluate as well. So the idea of this project is for you to learn how to incorporate feedback. So you need to go and do a speech, get feedback from your evaluator, incorporate that feedback and do the same speech with that feedback, and the same evaluator will evaluate you and give some feedback. So once you learn the art of incorporating feedback, then you go and you become an evaluator, and it will help you to be more effective, so you can give effective feedback for another speaker. So that is the overall objective. So if you click on the project checklist will have set of things what you need to do. So it contains the purpose, the overview, uh, project details, and it actually guides you. Now, this is the wonderful thing about Pathways. It says schedule your speech with your VP Education, write your first speech to this project, rehearse your speech, present your first speech. Then the checklist goes on. So, as a new member, my recommendation is in every Pathways project, always take this project checklist so you don't miss anything. But if you read all these things last minute and wait for the last minute, sometimes you will miss all the important things. So first thing, that is what you need to do when you are going through all this material. Now the next thing what you need to do is when you get into the project, you will have to do a assessment about yourself. Now here I have done the assessment, so I have marked the numbers and all. So I'll just continue. And the next slide talks about the competencies what you will gain from that project. So I'm not going to go through that as well. So again, some details about accepting feedback and how to receive feedback as a speaker, and how to receive feedback continues more here, and it continues more, and how to be a effective evaluator. So all those details are there. So always click on all these things, read all these things, don't miss anything. So let's say after reading all these things, and sometimes there are videos as well. I'm not going to play the video. So there are video clips. Now this is a 6 minutes video. So when you look at it, you will learn a lot of more things from the video itself. So always don't miss these things. And that is why I said the digital platform is the best platform for Pathways. So once you do all these things, at one point, uh, there will be a section called like this, your evaluation, and all the resources what you need to do your first speech, the second speech, all those things will also be there. And once you complete all those things, you have to come back and do the assessment again, and it will show before and after. This is for me, before and after, and it will close and it will congratulate. And once this congratulations screen comes, and once you close it, it might go back and it will mark as a tick saying your that presentation is that project is done. Then you can go for the next project. So likewise, icebreaker, this one likewise, you can go for each this thing, and your level progress will be shown here. So that's how it is. And if I just jump on to elective one, elective level. So here there is one mandatory thing for the level, and when it comes to electives, they have a lot of interesting elective things. So doing a social speech, doing using a presentation for a software, uh, connecting with storytelling, a lot of things were there. But what I picked was preparing for an interview, uh, and effective body language, and delivering a social speech. Out of those three, I completed two, and once those two completed, I moved on to the next level. But all these projects are very interesting, but take your time and go through and learn. So once you go by level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and once you complete the entire level, you will be completing one uh, entire path as well. So that is how the your journey will look like. Since I showed you all 100% complete one, let me show a normal one how it look as well. So you click, when you click on the open curriculum, so this is how my current path looks like. So I have completed my level 1, I have completed my level 2, and I'm doing my level 3, and that is my elective projects are almost done. I'm waiting for my first project to be completed. So likewise, this is how the progress is. So each project you have to go through everything and read and understand, and then do your projects. And always there will be a mentor to support you as well. If you need any support, please reach out to your mentor. And with that, I would like to stop there and ask if you have any questions about the Pathways program. Okay, so since there are no questions, for the people who have not picked their path, I humbly request you to go today itself and pick your path. Okay, if you are wondering how to do that, let me quickly show that to you as well before I finish it off. What you need to do is you need to log into your profile, and there will be a section on the top saying welcome your name. Just click on that, and you will go to your screen with all the details. And there will be another there will be an option to go to Basecamp. If you want to go to Basecamp from your profile, this is the place. Once you click, it will go take you to the Basecamp, and there's another tab called choose a path. So click on that, and there is a small 3 steps what you need to do. You have to pick your language, what you prefer. Ideally it should be English, and you need to pick the way you want the material. So click on the digital material, and then it will ask the third question, whether you want to read through the all the parts and pick, or whether you want to take the assessment. Since you're a new member, I would recommend you taking the assessment. So take the assessments. There are a set of questions. Based on that, they will give you 3 recommendations. From that 3, you can read and pick one, and once you click continue, the questionnaire will come, the assessment will come. You have to answer the questions, and end of the questionnaire there will be 3 options for you to out of that 3, you can just quickly go through that 3, and you can pick the preferred one for you. So that's how you pick the path. So it's an easy process. So all the people who have not picked your path, please pick your path today itself. And with that, since there are no questions, handing over back to Kashmi. Over to you.
Thank you very much, DTM Nisal. I'm sure it has been a very useful session for all of our newbies, because I think they're just starting off their pathways, and I'm sure they can choose a path and continue their journey, Toastmasters journey.